Hello my dear student, welcome to biology. Today it's our class number 14 and we are learning chapter 1, the living world. So my dear student, today we are approaching towards the end of our chapter, and last class we have started a topic called taxonomic aids. So my dear student, taxonomic aids, these are the way by which we may learn plants and animals, that is organism, with their classification. So these are some methods, or we may say some process, some way, some, we can say, some place from where we can learn organism with their classification. Okay, then about plants as well as animals. Okay, some samples or some specimen of plants may be in dry form, we can study some, we can study in living form, some animal at is preservative form, we can study some animals in their living stage, we can study. So my dear student, let's study about So my dear student, number 1 we will learn about herbarium. So herbarium is a storehouse of collected plants specimens that are dried, pressed and preserved on sheets. So what are herbarium? Herbarium is a storehouse of collected plant species. So here you may see that the two pictures are provided here. So one picture you will see that how the plant species are dried and then they are pasted in a sheet. Okay, so they are pasted in sheet and they are preserved. Can you see? And in below one picture you may see that it is a form of library like. Okay, so this library is not a book library, but it is a herbarium. It is a collection of plant species. Okay, so how you this picture may clarify your doubts that how a herbarium looks. So here you may see that exactly like the library or book library, here also what happened, the specimen of the plants are dried, pasted and preserved on sheets and they are kept in this way. Okay, so the herbarium sheets also carry a label providing information about date and place of collection, English, local and botanical names, family, collector names, etc. So my dear student, here in the picture, okay, above that picture you may see that some information about date, then place of collection, who have collected, then that specimen, the plant specimen, that botanical name, the local name, English name, these are provided along with that specimen. Okay, and then they are kept. Now if you want to learn about any such kind of any plants, then that plants will be present in that herbarium, and with the help of that herbarium you'll come to know about that plant. Okay, its family, then botanical name, local name, okay, who have collected, the date, the place of collection. Clear? So ultimately what happened, herbarium gives us information regarding plant. So herbarium serves as a storehouse. So a herbarium actually serves as a storehouse of plant specimen or repository for future use, and the herbarium, the information that can be used in future. Now for example, if some plants are endangered or they have extinct, okay, but that information is already on that herbarium in that storehouse, then we may learn about them though that plant is not present with us. Okay, and for example, if that plant is somehow present in another country, okay, other than India, but the sample, okay, is there, then you may learn. So some plants that are not found in Assam, okay, some are found in UP, some are found in Kerala, okay, which are not found in Delhi. So likewise what happened in India itself, we may learn about, okay, so different plants and animals through herbarium. Okay, not only in India but all over the world, whatever plants that are collected in herbarium sheets, we may get that information. Okay, so my dear student, if you get any chance to visit the herbarium, please go and visit and see how the plant species are being maintained in dry form. So herbarium is ultimately a dry form preservation. Okay. The next, my dear student, let us learn about botanical gardens. So gardens. So garden, you know that what happened in garden, what we are doing, we are collecting some plant, okay, and we are planting them in that position. Now what happened, we are not making them dry, we are trying to give them the habitat, the environment which they want. But what happened, under our observation, we are keeping eye on them, okay, and we are we can say we are conserving that sample. So that kind of practice is called botanical gardens. So this specialized garden have collection of living plants for reference. So here in botanical garden, what happened, we are keeping the living plant species in these gardens are grown for identification purpose. So my dear student, in this botanical garden, what happened, the plant species are grown for identification purpose, and each plant is labeled indicating its botanical or scientific name and its family. So if you have seen that, if you visit any botanical garden, okay, where plant you'll find, okay, and in that if they are tree or what, you'll find that there what happened, botanical and scientific name will be written and family name is also written. So plant species in this garden are grown for identification purpose, and each plant is labeled indicating its botanical or scientific name and its family, so that people may get information regarding that plant species. So my dear student, the famous botanical gardens are at Kew, that is in England. So if you want to say that the biggest botanical garden in the world is present at Kew, and that is Kew is present. So Kew found, so there you'll find the collection of plant species in living stage, okay, and that is present at Kew in England. Then my dear student, the biggest botanical garden in India is Indian Botanical Garden, Howrah, and another one is National Botanical Research Institute, that is in Lucknow. So this is a short information regarding botanical garden. So my dear student, if in any garden you will find that the collection of plant species in living stage, then we can call it as a botanical garden, and there you will find that the plant species have in a labeled, okay, they with their scientific name, with their family name, and sometime with their local name also. Then you can say that this is a botanical garden. Okay, you may also have such kind of garden. Okay, you can also establish such kind of garden with their scientific name and local name with their family, isn't it? So, and if you get any chance to visit Indian Botanical Garden, that is at Howrah, then you can see there for many years, okay, especially the banyan tree, there you'll find that for many years, okay, for many 100 years they are standing on the earth, and they are actually what happened, they are actually the observer of nature, that is earth, for many years, okay. So if you get the chance, then you may go and visit. Clear? Okay. Then my dear student, next, so already two taxonomic aids where we can preserve or conserve the plants we have seen. One at the dry form, that is the herbarium, and one in the living stage, that is botanical garden. So my dear student, next is biological museum. So my dear student, biological museum means a place where what happened, especially the animals, okay, small animals or big animals. So animals, they are been preserved, okay, for study purpose. So you may find that as a whole the animal may be preserved or the skeleton is preserved, okay. So my dear student, here are some pictures. Okay, so you may see that the first one, you may see that some arthropods, okay, some spiders, okay, different types of spiders. Then this you may see how they are preserved. So whenever you will visit any institute, okay, especially the biology lab, okay, there you may find this kind of sample. Then one picture you will see the different types of butterfly, how they are preserved. Okay, then another diagram you may see, another picture you may see that here how amphibians, okay, or reptiles, different types of lizards, then snake, then this tortoise, these are preserved. Okay, so whenever you will visit any college or school, there you will find that in biology lab, especially in biology lab, you will find that this preservation or specimens are there. So these are maintained. So ultimately we can say this is a biological museum. So my dear student, sometimes you will find the skeletons of different animals are also preserved. Okay, so this is biological museum, about what we are talking. So how we can preserve the animals as a whole or their skeleton in form. Okay, then my dear student, next is Zoological Park. So Zoological Park means we can say zoo. So I hope that you have visited the zoo. So at zoo, why we visit? To see animals. Okay, now in zoo what happened, we are preserving or conserving the animals in open environment, okay, but in protected way. Now what happened, zoo, we are collecting some animals from their habitat. Okay, so they are in wild form. If we find that they are in danger, then what happen, we are taking them to the zoo. And in zoo what happen, we are providing them all the possible facilities as their habitat, so that they may not feel that this is not our home, this is not our home. So that because of which we provide them that environment, that they should not feel that this is not our home. So it is also in to feel them that this is their habitat, we are protecting them in a place. So that place is zoo. So my dear student, in India the biggest zoological park is present at whose name is Nandankanan Zoological Park, that is present in Odisha and in Bhubaneswar. So if you find any chance to visit, then you may go and visit there. And there what happened, tigers, as you see in the picture, tigers, lions, these are been present, and if you wish to see them in live, then you can see. So my dear student, here you may see that in one picture how giraffe, that in zoo they are kept, and visitors they visit to see how a giraffe looks. Okay, then my dear student, here you may see that a tiger is taking bath in, okay, in a small pond provided in the zoological park. And this is a white tiger. Okay, and we know that white tiger, these are very rare, and if we want to see, we want to learn about them, then we may go in zoological park and visit them. So likewise what happened, the different types of wild animals, okay, especially the wild animals, we are keeping in a protected area, okay, where visitors are allowed to visit to learn about them. So with this my dear student, we have completed chapter 1, and now it's your work to complete the exercise. Okay, so with this our chapter 1 is finished, and my dear student, I request you to complete the exercise. Okay, so I hope that you will complete your exercise. So thank you, and